Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Your Excellency, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, the Governor, Honorable Sakanja, Professor Jogona Dungo, incoming Cabinet Secretary, the National Treasury, Economic Planning, Honorable Moses Kuria, incoming Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Trade, Investments and Industry, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, I was asked to share the Co-bank story. And the Co-bank story is one of a small bank seeking to raise capital to increase its competitive edge in the industry, and particularly, as you know, our structure to ring-fence the cooperative sector, that's the bottom of the pyramid that predominantly owns the bank. The Kenyan cooperative movement, Your Excellency, with over 13 million members in over 22,000 cooperative societies and circles across all sectors, is the largest in Africa. The alternative, Your Excellency, of leveraging on retained earnings every year had proved to be slow and costly in terms of being competitive as a bank. Your Excellency, we started our IPO preparation in year 2007, and we had to deal with a couple of challenges. The very first challenge was coming from the bottom of the pyramid. As a cooperative society, we had been incorporated as a cooperative society at the very onset. And so when we came to CMA, a law applied to limited liability companies. We needed to deal with that issue of how do we get to listed as a cooperative society. Number two, Your Excellency, there was a fear of loss of by the cooperative movement. They felt possibly they will lose control of this bank if it is listed. And thirdly, Your Excellency, when we actually finally came to the market, it was in 2008 when we had the global crisis. And there was a lot of discussion in terms of whether we should go on and not go on. And this morning I was remembering Mr. Mbaru and Mr. Wangunyo and Bob Karina. They came to my office and we had a lot of discussion, and eventually there were statements to and fro we should not go ahead, but eventually we went ahead with the listing, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the IPO raised 5.4 billion. That 5.4 billion for a cooperative bank, Your Excellency, was a lot of money. That money came in handy for us as a bank, supporting the bottom of the pyramid. We have progressively increased our footprint from only 59 branches then when we were listing to over 180 branches in the region today. We have diversified our product growth and the customer base to now, from where we were about 1 million customers then, we are over 9 million Kenyans that are banking with Cooperative Bank. Deepened our penetration in corporate and commercial banking, but more notably, Your Excellency, we have really penetrated the MSME market. Today, as a bank, we have over 1.9 million Kenyans in the MSME market with us. We went into fund management. We have a subsidiary business for fund management, managing over 200 billion of funds today, Coptrust Investment Services. We went into regional expansion in South Sudan, invested in additional transformation in the bank. Today, over 94% of our transactions as a bank, Your Excellency, are on alternative channels because of that digital transformation. We also went into insurance business, bought 25% of insurance, CIC Insurance Group. We also went into stockbroking business, and also through Kingdom Securities. More importantly, Your Excellency, we strengthened our grip in the cooperative sector. We invested a lot of money, as you're aware, in the cooperative sector, in the cooperative societies. We have an integrated financial system with the cooperative movement. We created, after the money we got from the listing, we created an advisory company